miss playing her. She's very fun. So yeah, I just have the basic skin on, and here I am. Look, I was trying to figure out what the Gambit team up with her is, because I know what the Magneto one is, but basically it just gives her a damage boost. It was like only saying what Magneto really does. I also have here some sparkling water. I don't want to shake it too much, it might explode. I needed some refreshment because I just went and got hot chocolate for the first time this holiday season, and it was really cute. It had like toasted marshmallows on like the rim of the hot chocolate, so like when you sipped it, like you got hot chocolate with every or marshmallow with every sip. Okay, so this was like my first game playing her, and as you can see, I don't know really what I'm doing. I went to the practice round, like I was trying to like do her combos that I literally had just figured out and learned and everything, but obviously it's kind of hard. Basically, my positioning was bad because they have a lot of poke characters. So the rest of my team, like I was having to go in there to like make contact with her abilities, right? Now I know that when you do she has this kick ability where she goes up into the air, and like I just did, I dive on them, but when you're in the air, you can actually hit these kicks on people that are in your range. It's shown in the circle like of her, I don't know what that would be called, her like effect thing, and you can like do a little bit of poking that way. You don't have to be like super up in their face, but it's more effective if like you do kick and dive them and then do this other ability she has where she pulls people in. So right there, I had just used my P. I'm talking in controller terms too. I was trying to use my CC on Wanda, but I had just used it. Only I didn't realize that I'd used it because I was button mashing and I had missed. And there's like a 25-second cooldown on that thing, so I just got annihilated. But that ability is really cool because depending on the other character that you do the ability against, you steal that ability from them. So let's say I do it on Luna, then I get to do her icicle and shoot her icicle at her. And other people have like similar things, like Magneto, you get a bubble, Strange, you get a shield. But there are certain characters that you don't get anything from it, like Rocket or Cap, but because they're like healers and tanks, you get you get a damage increase from DPS, you get heals over time from a healer, you get increased health from just any tank. So if you get a special ability on top of that, so like I just did it to Rogue, but I don't get anything from her because she's the same character I'm playing, so I just get I think just overall like shielding in my health, something like that. But that Gambit ult was really like helpful because it gave me a lot of movement, so I was able to get in and out of things quickly. I have my ult ready too. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna use it in like really poorly. I kinda just panicked and I used it when the Hella ulted. I guess maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I know I used it badly. Her ult's interesting because it kind of reminds me of where Daredevil's ult has like that dome around him that deals damage. She kind of has a similar thing, so it deals like a little bit of damage. You also take abilities from the people you do it against. Yeah, so the Hella ulted and then I ulted. It's like, girl, what are you doing? Your whole team is gone. It was dumb. But if I had done it correctly, I would have been dealing damage to them. Anybody in my circle, I would have gotten either like the healing, the damage boost, any of that South, I think it's called Skin, which is really cool. The MVP is like her slaying a dinosaur. So yeah, I'm like, there's a lot of times where I like go in without a plan, and then I'm like, get rattled and have to back up, but I don't have like, she has a dash ability. She's a 5-star difficulty character also, because kind of similar to Gamma, she's got, I mean, you look at the screen, she's got 5 abilities, and 2 of those abilities, or no, 3 of them have second abilities. So like my right trigger is like a shield that absorbs damage, and then when you RT, it like deals that damage back. I'm pretty sure, and it like gives you a little bit of a dash. And then her LP dashes you in and deals damage, and then if you press it again, it creates like this ring around her that pulls people in and deals damage. So you can like, let's say somebody's trying to run away from you, pulls them back in, you can grab them. And then here I am stealing them more. So he died when I was CCing him, and it gave me a squid, so I just put that down. I was like, oh, okay. Here Hella is ulting, and I tried to like fly up and like just kick her and like kind of body block, but you're not in the air for that long. And I kind of just tried to stay alive as long as I could. Luckily my Loki had put down some of his rune stones, so I got their invis, and we were able to block here. I kind of solo ulted this cloak because I was scared that she had ult and was like trying to wait for her team to come and like pop ult install, and I was like, nope, not risking it. Oh yeah, and then her RB is the kick ability, so she like goes up into the air, and then you can do the kicks, and then it doesn't, I don't know how many seconds it lasts for, but then if you click it again, you like do a diving strike. So Yara was telling me that he was doing it against an Iron Man 1 game where he was like, went up in the air and then strike them to the ground, and then was like kicking them and like was able to kill them that way. So like it is viable for like killing a flyer, which I think is really cool, because I don't know if you guys remember, but like there was a meta, I don't know, it was like a season or 2 ago before they like released Angela, where I think maybe it was after Ultron, but flyers were just like in every game, and there was like no tank that could really like kill them. Like they were all like, besides like Doctor Strange like flying up or something, but there was no like flying tank at the time, so you couldn't really do anything about them as a tank. You had to rely on your DPS. And so it's cool that like Rogue can go up in the air and like kind of deal some damage that way. I did get a final hit on there, Rogue just then, and I killed somebody else, I don't remember who, but so I was like, okay, I'm not doing great, like I'm definitely not like utilizing like her the best, but like we are getting value, there. I was using my abilities to get out of that situation. I'm not sure if I used the right ones, but like I said, cooldown management is like key for this character, so it's obviously I'm not gonna get there yet, and I forget if it was this game or another game, but there was one game where I was playing against a rogue and somebody on their team was being like kind of mean to them because maybe they didn't know how to play the character super well. And it's like, dude, the character literally just came out. And it's like so true. It's like the character just came out, their 5-star difficulty, like it's gonna take people a while to like, and it's quick magic, I'm like, but yeah, they switched to Penny, and I'm solo tanking at this point, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, actually, Jarl switched to like 3rd healer, but then one of our healers switched off to Emma, and TBH, we kind of needed 3 healers. At this point in the game, I was just trying to make sure that I was using my block ability, like when I was kind of dormant, just sugar, her freaking Gambit came and freaking healed her. I was, but I was not gonna get tilted and like rush in there and just die, so I came back because Spider-Man was on my Loki. I was having a lot of fun with the CC ability, because like for Spider-Man, if he was like bothering my healers, if I was able to land it, and like grab him, I was like, yes, because like I felt like I was getting payback for all the times he's like tormented me and my other healer. It was funny this round because they weren't exactly getting close enough for me to fight them, but I also wasn't trying to be stupid and like push and get us staggered. So I was low-key just spectating this Angela. It does like, because I love playing Emma too, and when she's in her diamond form, she's very brawly. Like she's got her kicks and her punches in. So Rogue's kit just reminded me of like playing Emma in diamond form just like all the time. And it is so like fun and satisfying to land like those punches and everything. So she's a really fun character. And I think she's super balanced too. I remember like Daredevil coming out and I'm like, oh, are we gonna do anything about this guy? Cause time to kill with him if you're using him correctly is insane on like for a healer. And as an invis main, it is actually so terrifying. Oh yeah, I got the Spider-Man just then by doing my CC. It was very satisfying. It's so funny playing another rogue because you low-key are just like, oh yeah, I'ma steal your power. No, I'ma steal your power. And it's like, we didn't get nothing out of that because we don't get any special abilities. I think there is even an achievement where it's like, as a rogue, steal 10, like, different abilities. So I think I've only done 3 so far, which is actually kind of funny. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, when you're like playing invis, right, and you go invisible, and then you hear that I can see you. Oh my god, horror movie. Like actually terrifying. Like at least she can put her shield on herself now. That has helped a lot, but holy crap. That jumping and going invisible was like one of the only things that you can do, and then he can just see right through it. So scary. All of Daredevil's voice lines are honestly terrifying. He's kind of a horror character, for real, for real. I also, after my Psylocke video, I actually have new sensitivity settings that I'm using. I used to just use like, I had like a decently high sensitivity, but just like a classic curve on my controller, right? But I watched, I guess you'd say like Tinny, TNY, I think. Like he has a video about kind of explaining how aim assist works in Rivals and what settings like help for hit scan versus projectile versus melee. Where he like explains like how all those settings work, which is really helpful. And he also was explaining his sensitivity, or yeah, his settings, like advanced settings for dual zone S-curve. And so I've been using that. I have way lower sensitivity than they do, but and like lower vertical boosting and all that stuff, but it has helped a lot with my accuracy and aiming for characters like Luna and Gambit and stuff like that. to show my old percentage as well because I feel like it's different. But I did add a one for saying like don't push, like we're gonna get staggered basically, and I find that it works, or it's more effective for my teammates, like communicating with my teammates than just saying like retreat, because I'm saying I'm like don't push because we're gonna get staggered, and it kind of reminds them like, oh yeah, staggering exists. People still tell me to shut up, but I've seen so many clips online of like a chip swallowing his team off point on accident, and they like lose the round because of it. I'm so scared of doing. I know it's like obviously just don't do that, but it's hard. I was trying to fight their mantis and their punisher. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, bros, butt cheeks are in. Like I'm grabbing them. This feels wrong. Guang guang, why? Oh yeah, with the gambit, it's so much easier to like go up to people and just start punching them. I really wanted to steal Mantis's ability there, but I didn't have the cooldown ready. I really wanted to. I think I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure I get her sleep ability if it's like Luna, and I wanted to try and sleep her with it. I was playing a Mantis a lot last season, but I haven't been playing her for like a bit. Just with Gambit coming out and everything, I was kind of playing her in preparation for Gambit. I was already playing her, but then once I found out his kit was kind of similar to hers with like the 4 cards and the 4 leaves, I started playing her more. But I'm just, because I love sleeping people. I love it when they come in the back lines and I just sleep them and run away. That's why I want to play Luna more too for the icicle. But I like Mantis because you can damage with your teammates and everything. That's what this Mantis is doing to this Punisher. That death was kind of unnecessary in my opinion. If you look at the replay, the Gambit was standing behind me, but he was shooting at the turret that was up high. He didn't realize that I was backing up in such low health. I'm like, hello, I'm right here. The Psylocke ability that you get is to go invisible. So that was fun. And then with the Doctor Strange ult, we were able to get everybody packed up. Here I'm really just button mashing, but it was working, so it was fine. Like I got a few KOs within this team fight, and then I thought, you know what? Let me just try to absorb this entire Punisher ult. Jarl was playing second tank with me, but I think he eventually switches to third healer because we just needed more heals, like I said. No hate to the Jep and the Gambit, but there were just too many times where we were trying to like back up, peel, and get heals, and they just were like not looking at us or not there because they were hiding themselves. It was just like, and I don't know if you saw that, that was a glitch. I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi recently, but I have been teleporting all over the goddamn map. Yeah, it's a time right here where I'm like, oh, what do I do? All of my abilities were out. I'm just punching the air. But I was trying really hard to get this rogue, and we couldn't do it. And they got point because of it. Like, we weren't even on point. Like, we probably would have died because she was like off to the side, so their team wasn't really focusing us. Like, if we had gone on point, we would have gotten focused and killed, but the rogue did die. I didn't kill her, but she died, so that's 20 seconds in spawn, I think. I was having also trauma from the first game on where they had a penny, but luckily we were defending, and they were attacking, so it wasn't as bad. It was still hard though with the mines everywhere. I got, oh my god, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna pop off in this room really quick. And then, freaking Adam freaking killed me from behind. I didn't really have a healer with me, so like I wasn't gonna get heals anyways, but at least I got that Punisher. And I think it was at this point that I checked the leaderboard and I was ace, and I was like, guys, please don't sell this game, I really want to get MVP. Because like at this point they were kind of walking all over us, but we were able to make a good hold here. I don't know what chain, I think Jarl going third healer always fighting